Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the UAB Blazers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled just short of the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The shotgun running play call. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. And the defense smothers him for no gain. And the Blazers come to the line to run the hurry up. They try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Blazers' offense is on the move now. They'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's second and 8.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
6th play of the drive coming up. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they're finally able to stop them. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
This defensive coordinator will make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
becomes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the same runner's got it again. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
And the Blazers looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Fresh set of downs, first and goal. Ball handed off. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drop.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. He steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he could do is step out of bounds for no gain.
Now it's second down here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Crucial third down play right here. They'll try to run for the first down. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. They're going to bring up second down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? A pop pass on the jet sweep. He moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Going to try to use his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. We'll look to throw it here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. He's running out of time here. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He makes the grab. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UAB.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Fires it to the wideout. It is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Blazers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. And the interception taken to the house, a pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Caught quickly. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down, we're going to throw it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Throws a rocket toward the right side. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Breaking free at midfield. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Here's a throw underneath to the back. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that previous play. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
First down here for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made to the 32.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past. We're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th-and attempt. They'll try it again here.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Stiff arms the man. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. And he'll be brought down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. No surprise here. The coach has got the offense on the field. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Can they pick up the first on the ground?
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
The Blazers will line up to boot it away. On a punt now for the first time today. They'll punt it from inside their own 10. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Receiver in motion now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Bama. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's caught in the end zone for a two-point conversion to cut into this lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Blazers will kick this away to start the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They're behind the sticks on second and long here from the 12. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Snags a quick throw. Breaking free at the 35. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Looking to throw it on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Touchdown, tie. A strong fight back. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And now here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. The Blazers offense retakes the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with a quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to throw yet again. And this time it's complete. And the ball to the ground. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. And the Blazers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's hit just before the throw. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense near midfield. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. And he's tackled after the catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, the offense is trying to create some matchups to their advantage. But, man, this defense is so athletic. Nowhere to go here after this catch.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the catch. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Defense is coming after him. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. A new set of downs after that completion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And now the handoff. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense gets him behind the line as time expires in the third period. Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, he just misses receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a fight back here. We're suddenly tied. Now the important point after attempt. Crucial PAT is good. They're in front by 1 here in the 4th. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the UAB offense back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Pass not complete. The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Caught over the middle. It's Zimmerman. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel to understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain. Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the Blazers pick up enough yards to get a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The Blazers pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And he drops back in the gun. Makes a quick catch. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And looking for a big play here. Pass hauled in near the 10. Touchdown, UAB. And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
What a great call here by the offensive coordinator. Get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly. And even though you're close to the end zone, you can still throw it and use the timing to your advantage. Allow this receiver to be able to walk into the end zone.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Oh, it's snapped to the back. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense to keep this a 5-point game in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Alabama comes up the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Tackle made after the completion.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it on the move. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Same tailback, another carry. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll throw it now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So second down after the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. On the run here, lets it go. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. It's a shotgun run call. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
It's 1st and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. I used the stiff arm there. Defense wasn't buying it. They get him down for just a short game.
Well, this defense is holding on for dear life. They stop him just short of the goal line, and now we've got a 4th and goal. Late in the game, offense against defense. Can the defense step up one more time, get a stop, and hold on to a victory?
So trailing in the final quarter of a close game, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Gets rid of it on the move. Touchdown, Alabama. They have jumped in front in the final minute.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the quarterback delivers in a big way.
And it's incomplete. The try fails, and they can't add to their lead here late in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. One last pass attempt falls incomplete, and that will wrap up this game. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up.